Most people think that to believe in God, you have to leave your brain at the door. We're told that faith is a blind leap, a desperate hope in the total absence of facts. And for the skeptics among us, that's a deal breaker. We want evidence. We want logic. We want our prove-it mentality. But here's the irony. The Bible actually invites the skeptic to the table. It doesn't ask for a lobotomy. It asks for a sincere investigation. If you're a skeptic looking for a way in, here is the biblical path to belief. The first hurdle is how we define faith. Most people think faith is the opposite of reason. But if you look at Hebrews 11:1, it defines faith as the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. In the original Greek, that word for conviction is elenkos. It's a legal term used for cross-examination or presenting evidence. Biblical faith isn't believing despite the facts. It's trusting based on a track record. Think of it less like believing in Santa Claus and more like a scientist trusting a theory that has been repeatedly tested. You don't see the wind, but you have conviction. It's there because of the evidence of the swaying trees. If you feel guilty for your doubt, you should meet Thomas. He was one of the original disciples. Yet, when he heard Jesus had risen from the dead, he didn't just nod and smile. He said, "Unless I see the nail marks in his hands, I will not believe." What's fascinating is that Jesus didn't cast him out for his skepticism. He didn't tell him to just have more faith. Instead, Jesus appeared and said, "Put your finger here, see my hands." He provided the empirical evidence Thomas required. This tells us that God is not fragile. He can handle your questions. In fact, the Bible actually dares you to experiment. Psalm 34:8 says, "Taste and see that the Lord is good." It's a call to experiential evidence. You don't have to believe the whole book on day one. You're invited to test the hypothesis of God's character in your actual life. For the skeptic who looks at the cosmos, the Bible offers what we now call a teleological argument, the idea that design implies a designer. Romans 1:20 argues that God's qualities are clearly seen, being understood from what has been made. This mirrors what modern physicists call the fine-tuning of the universe. The Bible suggests that the complexity of physics and biology isn't a distraction from God. It's a map leading to Him. If you find the mathematical precision of the universe awe-inspiring, the Bible argues you aren't looking at a cosmic accident. You're looking at brushstrokes. But here is the catch, and it's the most important part for a skeptic. In Jeremiah 29:13, God says, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." This is the intellectual honesty clause. If you are looking for a reason to say no, you will always find one. Skepticism is a tool, but cynicism is a cage. If you approach the search with a genuine willingness to accept a truth, even if it challenges your current lifestyle, the Bible claims the evidence will meet you halfway. Believing in God as a skeptic doesn't mean you stop asking questions. It means you start asking the right ones. It's the transition from being a cynic, someone who has already decided the answer is no, to being a seeker, someone who is genuinely looking for what is true. The Bible doesn't demand you jump into the dark. It asks you to walk toward the light you can see, with the promise that more will be revealed the further you go.